So that's part of one of the things that's really important to do is like look at, all right, well, what other ones are renting at the moment on the market for rent? The next one, if you see there, it's a little bit older, this one. It says great location 315. So this is another one that's not on real estate or domain. This is a off-market sale. Sellers of this one, they're apparently going through like a separation. So they need to sell to settle their like divorce. It's in a situation where the seller's side has basically said, look, if you can wait to get the tenants out, you'll be able to probably get more money for it. They don't have the time to wait. They need to settle in the next 45 days, basically. If you ask anyone, or if you've been to Perth, like, pretty close to the city. It's like literally 5 kilometers to the city. The location's definitely second to none. So you're definitely closer to the city than the first one. But you can see that and that's why obviously the price is almost the same, but it's an older property, so it's not as modern. That's sometimes one of the things you'll notice. If you were to buy like a modern property like the first one we looked at, it'd be like 550, 600. Because this is an older style property, like in terms of a price bracket, you can buy it like in that particular bracket. But it's tenanted right this second already anyway. It's tenanted right now. That's rented for 385 this second, and they have already agreed to pay 460. So the rent's going to 460 in November. If you click through the photos, you'll like at the bottom, you'll see fancy photos. It could be presented a lot better than what it is. If this was put online, this would be another thing that they would do. They would professionally edit photos and make it look a lot better than what it does, but because we're going off photos that are a little bit older, it doesn't present as nice as what it could. Photos don't do it justice for sure. It's one of those ones that like you have to walk through to get the full congestion of it. But if you look on Google Maps, the location's second to none. It's a ground floor property as well, so these usually sell for more if they are ground floor. When owner occupiers buy them, they usually prefer ground floor because you've got no stairs up and down all the time. If you click through the attachments, you'll see a rental comparable pretty much in the same block, and it's 500 per week. So that's part of one of the things that's really important to do is like look at, all right, well, what other ones are renting at the moment on the market for rent and how much those, because like anyone could put a lease together for, let's say, 1,000 a week and say, oh, this is rented for 1,000 a week, but then it's not correct. Well, then you don't go off that, of course, because anyone could say, all right, well, put a bogus lease in place for 2,000 a week, and then you're going off that, which is, not correct, right? So like you have to go up the stairs, and usually those don't rent for as much as the ground floor ones as well. There's ones that if you look online, like cheaper ones have sold, but they're in like big blocks that are like 20 stories high, and they have like 400 units in it. They're not worth as much, so it's not like comparing those ones to this one. This one's in a smaller block, better location and ground floor. So like if you go off ground floor ones, ground floor you'll notice always sell for like usually 340, 350, 360 kind of mark.